Good morning, Facebook family. I want to talk about a phrase that I've heard over the years, and for whatever reason, when I hear it, it just always gets my wheels turning, because it could mean a number of things. And I'm just going to jump right in because I want to cover 3 areas that this phrase applies to. Yes, I'm back on it. I'm going to go back because I believe, this is my belief, that sometimes you got to take a couple of steps backwards to move forwards. And that's just me. That may not be you, but that's me. So I'm going to talk about dealing with relationships, right? I am going to talk about that. Yes, I am. I haven't talked about relationships in a while, but I am going to talk about them today. And hey, Wanda, how are you? Good morning. Remember that phrase, knife at a gunfight? Well, I'm going to attack it this morning. And I'm going to talk about relationships and dealing with people. I'm going to talk about situations. And those are 2 things I'm going to address with this phrase, because it really does. And I don't talk about anything that doesn't have, that I can't relate to, and that will not edify me and help me to move forward. I don't. I try not to. I mean, I see a lot of vloggers, that's the word, because they're video vloggers on Facebook, and they're just talking about stuff, and they have their following, and somebody is, but I like to talk about me, because talking about me helps me. Does that make sense? So, and this is my therapy session. So I tagged a friend in here too, Karima, because the other day she came over, she was in a hurry, and I thought that she was, we were going to walk in together, but she actually wanted to get on the video feed. So if she shows up today, you guys are going to meet Karima, which is my co-worker, buddy, sister. I don't know how you want to put it, but I want to talk about a knife at a gunfight. So when I heard that phrase, I was like, yeah. First I said, what does that mean? The first time I heard it. And then as I kept hearing it over and over again, because repetition has a way of making the impossible possible, and repetition also has a way of making something that sounds unfamiliar become familiar, and anything that's new becomes old. That's what repetition does for me. So the first time I heard knife at a gunfight, I said, what the hell? And then as time goes on and I began to mature, those old things that my grandfolks used to say and the elders used to say, and the more experienced people that are in my life coined phrases that they've coined, you start to take another look. So what I've done is knife at a gunfight. The first thing I'm going to attack is when I was dating, like last year. This is recent as last year, because sometimes, like I said, you got to take a couple of steps backwards to move forward. I met, as I was working on myself and as I was working on myself, the people that were gravitating to me was becoming of, the caliber of people was changing. Does that make sense? I'm not going to say better, but the caliber of person was changing. And the last guy that I dated, out of state, he was in Maryland. And I need to say this, when I first met him and I started talking to him and started interacting with him, and we went on our first date, and I said, I'm out of my league. Right? Hey, Raymond, good morning. I said, I'm out of my league on this one. College individual. And I'm going somewhere with this. Please stay with me. Graduated from college, member of a fraternity, real estate, working in the profession that he went to school in, and was seemingly reasonably happy. All the qualities that I had wanted for myself at the time, that I was striving, because I was just fresh off the heels of a very rocky relationship that was very toxic for me, and it ended as such. right? And so I was fresh off the hill. So I felt like I was out of my league when I met this guy, because we were talking. He was, stuff that he was doing, stuff that I just wasn't accustomed to a man doing with and for a woman. How about that? So, and I'm sharing this for a reason. So please, if you're with me, stay with me, because all of this is going to tie into the feed knife at a gunfight. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swivel it, and I'll let you know, because I'm going to use the word swivel when I swivel it. So I'm talking to this guy, and after a period of time, we went our separate ways, and we were dating. He's in Maryland, I'm here, and I'm not a long distance girl. I learned some things about myself. Hey, Lance, good morning. Talking about a knife at a gunfight. Know that phrase, Lance? Wanda, you probably know it too. So I'm out of my league, and I'm talking to him. I'm dating him. These insecurities about, we never committed to each other. We were just formally dating. We met a couple of times, and we went out, and but the long story short of it is that the relationship isn't dissipated. It just has materialized itself in another form. We're really good friends, right? But I want to go back to the first part where I talked about feeling out of my league with this man, right? My video keeps freezing. I wonder why. Wow, is it? Wow. Okay, because it's moving over here. I don't know. But, okay, hold on 1 minute. Let me do something. Okay, is it still freezing? That's the sunrise. Yeah, I know I love the sun. So, oh, damn. But anyway, I hope it's not, I hope on a playback it doesn't freeze, because the way I'm going is, but stay with me. So on the first part, right, I want to stay on that first part where we are with each other, and I'm feeling out of my league. And a lot of my situations in life, it's very rare that I feel like that. And I'm going to tell you how refreshing it is to be, how it is to be bad, having a knife at a gunfight, and how it's good. Now, the bad thing is that I've been through, and don't bring a knife to a gunfight. That means being prepared when you go to, that's right, Lance, thank you. So I got some thinking people here. When I go to a gunfight, that means that I'm ill prepared for the situation that I'm in. That's the bad kind. That's the bad, right? The negative. I'm not prepared for what's going on. There was a time when I lived a lifestyle where I was around people who were not nice people. And I was not the person, the cut of person that I am, right? The cut of person that I am, I wasn't cut for this life that I was, these people that I was running around with. I brought me to those situations. I put me in those situations. I fed off the negativity that came from those situations. So I was the knife at that gunfight. Does that make sense? Now that I've moved on in life and I've traveled and I've evolved as a person, I dated this guy and I felt that feeling again. And I think for whatever reason, I used the excuse that I'm not a long distance type girl, so that, because I didn't want to face that feeling of feeling like I was out of my league. Does that make sense? He probably is the guy for me, but I wasn't willing to put forth the work because of my fears. Does that make sense? So now I want to go forward, and now that I'm at this place and I'm able to sit here in front of you and be vulnerable. Hey, Washington, what's up? Now I'm able to sit here and be vulnerable and tell you guys that the reason that a possible relationship didn't make it is because of my stuff, right? Because I felt out of sorts, because I felt out of my league, because I was ill prepared emotionally and mentally. I'm not afraid to say that now. And the reason why I'm not afraid to say that now, because those fears and insecurities are those barriers that keep me from going where I need to go. Does that make sense? So now I'm at a place where I don't have a problem with telling somebody now, especially if the relationship is conducive and within the confines of that relationship, I feel comfortable enough to say to you, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me? Right? Because let's be real clear. I have the fears and concerns that people won't accept me because of I don't have certain things, i.e., the decent credit that I would like, the car that I would like, the material trappings that I would like to impress and draw you in. But my self-esteem and my self-worth, right, tells me that I'm enough. Today, that's today. I'm talking about now I'm about to swivel it. Let me tell you something. Bringing a knife to a gunfight, right? When I do that, that's an indicator to me that A, I either need to move on, right? Right? B, retreat and come back with a gun, right? Not a proverbial gun, because the day and times we in, I don't want anybody to be walking around saying that I am armed and dangerous. I'm talking about with mental stuff. I'm talking about with emotional stuff. Sometimes I may have to retreat and go back and build up my arsenal, my emotional arsenal, my mental arsenal, and probably even my physique, so that I could be able to be fit for the surroundings that I'm vetting. Does that make sense? So bringing a knife to a gunfight all the time is not a bad thing, right? Sometimes I have to, if it's a right now, let me tell you what gunfight I'm in. I'm starting a business. I am going to start my own business. I do not have a business mind. That's my knife. The business world and cultivating a business mind is my gunfight. Hey, Anita, that's my gunfight. So what I've decided to do, I'm not running away from this. I'm not going to turn and retreat anymore. I'm getting sick and tired of running. I am going to face it. This is something that I want. Anything worth having is worth working for. I don't have a problem with working for what I want. So I have to do the things necessary. So at this gunfight, right, I've decided to put me a team together. A posse, have you? And they are armed with the things that I need. Does that make sense? Good morning, Nita. Does that make sense? So now, I am the other area where I'm talking about, I want to go back to relationships. Because what do you do? What do you do when you look back on a situation? And I'm asking this question. What do you do when you look back on a situation and you realize that that's the one that may have gotten away because of you? Right? Right? So I got this business venture. I'm in school. I'm pursuing my degree. Good things are happening for me, but there are other things that are happening too that I need to focus on. I need to learn to read about credit ratings. I need to learn about financial literacy. Because when I start to earn the money, I don't want to get trapped off in the ignorances of my past. Or because I'm illiterate or delayed. These are the things when I'm the knife at the gunfight. Right? I want to swivel it now. Remember I said in the beginning, when I get ready to swivel, I'm going to swivel it. Now, what about when you're the gunfight? Right? And people are coming with knives. Right? Because make no mistake about it, there's some arenas in my life where I'm a powerhouse, right? Listen, there's some areas that I'm deficient, but let me talk about the areas where I'm a powerhouse in, right? I write a mean paper. I am academically strapped. I have a creative mind. I'm a visionary, right? Right? If you put it in front of me, if you give me a task, if you leave me alone and you don't micromanage me, magic happens. That's me. Not only am I intellectually smart, I'm life literate, right? Because I done been through some things. My battle scars, my emotional battle scars give me the credibility to be able to say these things. My mental wounds have given me the right to be able to sit before you and tell you about my good morning, way back. What's up? My don't distract me. My mental wounds give me the capabilities to be able to sit here and sit amongst you and say these good things about myself. Why do I know these things about myself? Because I have done the cultivating to be able to sit here and say this stuff. So now, what about when you're the gun and the people that are amongst you are the knives? Do you take that as an opportunity to shoot them down? Or do you use it as an opportunity to level the playing field? See, because it's real funny when the rabbit got the gun, right? When I'm holding the gun, it's a position of power. What do I do with my power? I want to empower others. I want to give others the tools that I have, because I'm not intimidated. You can't take what I have because I earned mine the right way. I didn't take from anybody else, and no one can take it from me. So I don't have a problem with sharing the skills that I've learned. And I'm gonna go off on a tangent for a minute. You can't do it like me anyway. How I do, you can't do it like me anyway. So I don't have a problem with sharing. So I'm at a place now where if I'm at a gunfight and I got a knife, I'm gonna use the terrain as an opportunity to learn. I'm gonna learn either I'm out of my league and I need to get away, or am I out of my league and I just need to learn something. He said, "You're a tough cookie." I can't with you. So that's where I'm at. Karima, I was trying to just hold it up, but this stuff dumps in my spirit and I have to empty it out and share it with somebody. I was trying to wait for Karima to get here. She usually gets here early. I'm running out of stuff to say, so I guess I'm done. Do y'all see my glasses? These my other shades. So what do you think? They match my shirt. My little pink shirt right here. I got on 3 shirts, 3 layered shirts. So I put pink on to bring out the pink. But overall, I was trying to wait on Karima. She's taking a long time. So, that's what I wanted to say. What do you guys think? What do you do when you're the gun? Yeah. Answer that question. Help me with that. Or when the question that I asked. Because I really do want help with that. When you feel like the one that got away because of you, what do you do? So I'm looking forward to you guys' suggestions on that, comments on that, because I really am interested in that. And I don't ask questions just to be asking them. I really want information so I can move forward. No overtime this week, so I'm going to the gym. I got my gym clothes after work. Raymond, what? I'm on a squat challenge, and I'm on a squat challenge. That's all I'm saying. And Advil's on deck. That's all I'm saying. So I'm here. Karima is not here. And I got to get out of here because I got a job to do. Not only do I have a job to do, I'm on the job. I'm on my grind. So you guys have a great day. It's summer. I knew you was going to do it way back. How did I know you were going to do it way back? How did I? Hey, guys. The twins are fine. So, why did I know that you were going to do it? So, this is my guy right here. We grew up together. He's a mess. So have a good day. Wayback, Raymond, Wanda, Lance, Shamanique. You guys have a great day. You deserve it. Bye-bye. Wayback, the twins are fine. Have a great day. Raymond, 10:15.